NephilimFree here. This video is an answer to a couple of questions sent to me by a viewer. They say, sorry to bother you, I have researched this. I have to reconcile a few things. Even though I know they are often said to be the same thing, is stellar evolution at least more plausible than biological evolution? Both don't happen, but considering how complex life is it at least far more likely for stellar evolution to occur than biological. CMI thinks stellar evolution is more likely. CMI would be Creation Ministries International, a creationist organization of creation scientists. Well, I don't know about CMI's statement that stellar evolution is more likely than biological evolution. I think this assumption is made based on the fact that life is so utterly complex at the cellular and molecular level. And so it stands to reason that if anything is going to evolve, the evolution of organic life is the least potential, the least possible of any kind of evolution, chemical, stellar, or otherwise. So in basis, I would say the answer is correct. However, I think it's really, as for me, the question is kind of moot, because I don't think either one is likely or even possible. As we study the cosmos, we see the hand of the Creator. Explosions do not create complexity, order, laws of physics. These things just don't arise from explosions. And the Big Bang, had there been one, would have been an undirected explosion, which would produce, as all explosions do, disorder and chaos. But that's not what we see about the universe. Even the characteristics of the planets in our solar system demonstrate the hand of a creator. There are so many things that are just really strange about them that the stellar, the explanation by the secular camp for how the planets formed just doesn't jive, won't explain them. There are many problems with the formation of the planets in the solar system itself, and all of the bodies of outer space. Rogue planets, thousands of them, galaxies, spiral galaxies. None of it makes sense to any of the secular theories. Just can't be explained that way. So I don't think that it's even possible. Now, when you say the Big Bang was an explosion, the evolutionist argues, the evolution proponent will argue with you that the Big Bang wasn't an explosion. It was blarba-darba-darba. But all you have to do is go to the dictionary and see that a rapid expansion is exactly that. It is an explosion. Rather, an explosion is a rapid expansion. They'll tell you that, well, it wasn't an explosion, it was a rapid expansion. Well, great, because the definition of explosion is a rapid expansion. So I really don't see how either question is more valid, either is more valid than the other, or plausible rather, organic life or stellar evolution. I think both are equally impossible. Perhaps the believing that stellar evolution is more plausible than biological evolution it's understood by the fact that organic life is so unbelievably, astonishingly complex and interdependent. I don't think either one is more plausible than the other, because I think both are absolutely false, and therefore any question that one is more plausible than the other is almost moot. They ask, is it okay for an experienced and learned creationist to develop their own theories if they find evidence for them? Well, I would say so, so long as you are willing to throw out the theory if it's not consistent with scientific evidence. I see no problem with that. I think if you're a creationist and you're going to make a theory, it should be conformant to two things: the physical evidence. It shouldn't contradict it. It should be in line with the physical evidence, and it shouldn't contradict Scripture. What causes gray hair and visual aging? Well, as for gray hair, it's a loss of melanin. Melanocytes decrease in time in aging people, and also because of other factors. There's genetics as a factor, and there are a few other factors, but it's a loss of pigment, simply a loss of pigment in the hair, and this can be caused by a number of factors. You would need to investigate that to find out more detailed explanation. You say, I remember one time I asked you, why does the universe contain over 90% hydrogen, over 9.9% helium, and less than 0.1% oxygen and other elements by number of atoms? And you said that you thought the universe contained more metals. I asked CMI the same questions, and they believe the numbers are right. What is your reason for thinking that there are more metals in the universe than CMI believes? Well, firstly, I have to say I don't recall ever saying that I think there are more metals in the universe than what CMI believes. Perhaps you've misunderstood something that I said. However, it needs to be understood that hydrogen, helium, and oxygen are not metals. I'm sure you're aware of that. But I don't recall ever saying that I think there are more metals in the universe than something that whatever amount CMI believes. I'm not sure where the confusion came about. So that's the end of the questions. I hope I answered them. As for the causing of, there are some things, I'll say this, about the problems with the metals in the planets that don't jive with the secular theories about how they formed, such as the cores of the planets. They don't align with the magnetic fields in some cases, and other cockamamie things like this. And the secular really can't explain this too well. They struggle to explain it, but they can't really do it, and this is just another example of the holes in their theories. So, but as for a detailed explanation of what causes hair to gray, just do an internet search for causes of gray hair. In the end, the result is because of a loss of pigment in the hair, and this can be caused by a number of factors. Anyway, I hope I helped. Till next time, God bless.